Caring for a loved one can be a lot, especially if you're doing it alone, but there is support out there. Shadonna Hadley is with us this afternoon from Browning Masonic Community. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I imagine that it is very difficult to care for a loved one. You love them so much, but they're relying on you for a whole lot more now. So talk a little bit about what caregiver burnout is.
Absolutely. Yes, you're absolutely right. There are a lot of needs. Our world is fast paced now, and so burnout is more prevalent than uh, it has ever been. Healthcare burnout or caregiver burnout, period, is a state of physical and emotional and mental exhaustion. That can be for anyone, caregiver, family members, employees, in any type of work environment that is caring for additional family members.
And what are some of those signs that we should be looking for? Like, hey, either me or someone I know, they might be burnout right now.
The greatest signs to look for is anxiety, frustration, depressed, not eating like you used to, finding yourself pretty ill quite often, uh, isolating yourself from others, again, being discouraged, just overwhelmed. All those are signs of you not getting enough rest, weight gain, weight loss. All those things are huge signs to look at
It's kind of like it starts as maybe emotional or mental, and then you start to get physical. You
physically.
start to feel that in your body that, I've had enough. I've sort of reached my limit. So what are some things that we should be asking ourselves to prevent or to help us through those times?
We really should be asking ourselves, did I eat today? Um, am I really getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep? Um, am I pretty short? Am I, engaging with others? Am I getting out and just having that work-life balance? Am I talking to others again? Am I isolating myself again? Those are huge signs because oftentimes you just think, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. And you just don't keep in contact like you used to. You don't have patience. And those are huge signs for that. Am I doing other activities? Am I again talking to others about how life is going? Because that's a huge outlet. And if you're not doing that, oftentimes those are really huge signs of you really need to be doing some self-care to alleviate those issues.
You forget, you're so focused on this other person. You're like, wait a second,
Yes,
is this the only thing that I'm doing today is
right.
caring for this other person? I forgot to eat. I haven't, chatted with a good friend who I used to catch up with once a week. So yeah, just taking the time to ask ourselves those questions is really
Absolutely.
important. Maybe put it in your phone or something. Remind
I'm
yourself
telling you.
to ask yourself those questions. So what can we do for ourselves to help us through all of this?
The best thing to do is, again, I keep pushing the isolation piece I'm sorry, I just didn't have enough time. I just didn't have enough time. We have to, first of all, give ourselves grace, right? We all need time. We all need a woosah moment. And that's very important. So start exercising, start joining groups, getting involved in your community, getting involved at your churches, whatever piques your interest, taking a vacation, um, getting time to yourself. And again, if you're not comfortable with speaking to some of your closest friends or family, there's always that support of seeking therapist support. And there's nothing wrong with that because again, we all need an outlet. And love on you because you're important. Be be mindful of that and don't beat yourself up
Mm.
because you feel that, oh my goodness, this is my loved one and I want to give back and I want to make sure I'm meeting their needs. because your needs need to be met as well. So give yourself some grace.
Yeah, and don't feel guilty about that either.
At
And
all.
and somebody might say, well, I don't have time to take a vacation. I don't have this or that. You have some services, there are some resources available at
Yes.
Browning Masonic that can help people out with that sort of thing.
Absolutely. Our resources, we provide respite services for up to 30 days, which is wonderful because sometimes you just need to get away, or sometimes you may have an appointment that you need to go to, or maybe your child or grandchildren are graduating from school and you want to go support them and see them. That's where Browning comes into play. We love to have your loved one here. We have to have a history and physical completed to get an idea of what your healthcare needs are prior to your admittance into our campus, so that our clinical team and the rest of our support teams are able to provide the services needed.
Really good for people to be aware of that. They may not even realize that this is available to me. And so here's the contact information here on your screen. If you're saying, this is me, I need that assistance, I need that help with my loved one, phone number there with the address and the website. And hopefully people can get in contact, take that first step to making sure our own needs are met along with our loved ones. Shadonna, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me in Browning.
Absolutely. Take care.